Hello everyone, welcome to my little hobble house here. My new business, Urth Sensations. I'm introducing my home because it's a place which you can come to and you can talk with me about magic or spirituality or have spiritual consultations. I also have an extra room in the house that I can let you sleep on. It's a double pillow top bed. We'll show you that. Alright, the first thing we're going to show you is the lovely reclining chairs that we have, and I have also a 3D TV over here, which is not on right now, but it will be on. You can see that I got many stones and artifacts around. A lot of them are for sale, some are not. If you need anything, you can let Gwen know and she can try and get it for you, obtain it for you. Over here is my old world area in the center. I have Woden, or Odin as you know him, and he is Nordic, the main Nordic god, his son of Thor and Loki, and he's married to Freya, and this is his guardian spot for this time of year. My house does change for season because I am a witch, and there's different gods and goddesses that apply at those times, and some go away and some come back. I have my prosperity corner in this section. You can learn a lot about feng shui, and I was just telling you that that's prosperity section. I have money sections, love sections, all the sections in my house with feng shui, and I can teach you about that as well. I also have my meditation board right over here with my meditation crystal that I use for healing, and I can use it on you. I do chakra balancing and healing, and also past life regression. If you want to follow me over here to this area, this is my magic area. This is this is my major altar, as I call my power center, or as what some people know as a tabernacle. And it's got different levels right now, and it has the ancient Anunnaki and skull wisdoms down here, and then I have my other gods and goddesses that I deal with. Again, they change through the seasons. This is a little example of what I have. Look at this little gem. It's a rose quartz. Look at that. Look at the size of that. Hold it next to my hand so you can see how big it is. And then we'll come through here to the hallway. It's a little house. And this is the guest room. This is the guest room. Would be $30 a night. Basically, I'd like to do the week, which is $300 a week, and you can stay on the pillow top bed, and also all the rest of the stuff that I mentioned is come with the house, with you renting. Nice bathroom in here. That's a pirate realm, and it's got some subdued lighting right now, and it also has some really bright lighting too. The bathroom is dedicated to the water gods. Again, that's another thing to balance your energy, is to separate the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. And there's the bright lights. Kind of like a water effect. And you won't be going in my room very much, or we may talk or whatever, but I worked at Disney for a while, and I got a lot of Haunted Mansion stuff in here. You can go ahead and show them. And basically, it's also a charge in magic too. I feel safe with the Jack guarding the door, and also the Haunted Mansion gargoyle guarding the doorway, and my gargoyles on the bottom part of my bed protecting me. Now remember, now this is all my work that I do for myself. And basically, it's another fun altar to the spirit world and how you travel. I travel at night when I'm in bed. Big fan of Jack the Pumpkin King. So I just wanted to show you around a little bit, my little Anunnaki alien corner there. My house is an attraction all in one. Many dimensional types of magic here. You get the full effect of the hallway there. There's two people that died in this house, and there's about 6 or 7 of my own spirits too that are living in this house as well. And whether they interact with you or not, it's all a matter of how intuitive you are.
Hi, welcome everybody to Stone Paranormal Spirits Talks. This is like a dream come true. I'm here in Lakeland, Florida right now with my bestest friend in the world. This is where all the paranormal, this is where all the magic, this is where all the spirit, this is my first teacher that led me to everything, that opened up the doors of magic for me. And from there I went and I found my ancestors and went along those journeys with me. And we're here in his house today here in Lakeland, Florida, and I want to introduce you to my best friend and my brother Joey here on Stone Paranormal Spirit Sessions. Tonight we're going to interview the man himself. He is a pagan to heart. He is, I can't even say so many good things about him. It's just like, I just want to choke up, but you guys, but you guys see that a lot anyways with me. So, we're going to talk about some of the things that he's into. He's into the occult, angelic, Enochian, Kabbalah, pagan, voodoo, and whatever you name it, this man has got decades of experience, and I'm so happy and so proud to welcome him to our team of what's going on right now. And so we're going to introduce you to him, and he's going to be one of our consultants on the side from some things that we got going on, because I like to take everything from a different perspective, not just from us, but you guys can see it from someone else. And I told you before, I got priests, I got Wiccans, I got pagans, I don't care what it is. When it comes to the paranormal, I like to take it from a whole totally different perspective. And so I want you guys to introduce Joey. I want to thank you for being on the show tonight. This is our 3rd episode of Spirits Talks. And you know what? Let everybody know a little bit about you, man.
Thank you, sister. And yes, I do have experience in a lot of type of magic and spirituality, because I've always believed that wisdom is power and knowledge is always power. Doesn't necessarily mean that you can read the Necronomicon and go out and do that magic. It's just you want to know about it. I'm here to help you to just fit things together. There's a lot of witches, a lot of just spiritual people out there that want to find out information about themselves or about the magic that they want to study and things that they know on a natural basis. They just need somebody to help them put it all together. I do that, spiritual consultations. But I also am a medium, and I do tarot readings, and Gwen's going to set that up for me as well. And I also offer my house as a place to stay and learn, to have teachings, and also cook for you and teach you some healthy recipes and some witch spells with the kitchen witch style. You name it, we'll talk about whatever you want while you're here. Like I said, it would be nice to do a week with you at a time. $300 a week isn't bad to stay here in beautiful Florida and Lakeland. But Gwen will talk to you more about scheduling readings and getting information on how to...
So Joey, you know what? And I think a lot of people, because they've always wondering about where I came from and how I came to be the way that I am and my knowledge base. And that's why it's such a great honor to be able to have you here on a segment of this show, because they're going to be seeing more of you, because this is where I came from. Everything that we're showing you, all of the crystals, the stones, all of those things, this is what true spirituality is to me, how rugged it is, how down to earth it is. It's not all this bouginess and everything else like this. This is honestly how you live. You live your life like this. Everything in here has a purpose. Everything has a place for you. You know, some things you've had for years. There's things that people don't know. I've known you for like 23 years, okay? Most people sit there and say, oh, I know somebody for this, and this, but that's 2 decades and 3 more years, you know, that I've known you. 17 of those years, I remember when you got Frodo. You know?
Mm-hmm. And Gwen, I think because you are the person you are is because you've opened up your mind and you've listened to the fact that I've told you that you don't have to have any limits. You don't have to be book taught. Magic is your own, and it is what you make of it. You can have all the stones and gems and books you want, but if you don't have the magic within, and you don't have your karma clear, and the ability to be able to understand different views and points of view like you do, then you'll never be the magic.
But you taught me, Joey, how to be a solitaire and also how
Correct.
to be part of a coven.
A social group.
Yes, and the social, and it's like those guidelines and things. Like when I first started, I remember the first book that you ever gave me and you told me to read was Buckland's Blue Book of Witchcraft. And I still, to this day, I have that book and my first writing of my first magical name in it, that we learned the numbers and everything that you taught me about the numerology of my name. And Wicca was something that, at that time, 20-something years ago, that's where you led me. And from there, I became it led me into more in depth, and I became a draconian high priestess. I started doing festivals. I started doing a lot of things. I've owned spiritual stores. I've owned botanicas.
We were talking about your first time you ever did a reading with somebody. And I told you all you have to do is tell them what they need to know.
I was so scared. I'm not gonna lie.
She had a line about 30 feet down, about 30 people long, and I had only about 6 people waiting to do readings with me, because she was really going good. She was hitting it. There was nothing on her table, not a card, not a crystal ball, nothing. All she had was herself sitting in a chair and a person across from her, and she was a winner. And she learned from that day on that she could go out there and she didn't need anything. It's nice to have a crystal ball, or it's nice to have a leg egg.
Well, of course, you know, now I got all of that because you got me hooked on it, everybody. You don't even know. If you was to see my personal altars and see some of the stuff that I have on there, you'd be like, oh my God, I've never seen. Just like I just acquired for my new altar that I'm getting, because things are getting kind of crazy out there, you know, with the coronavirus and spirits and all these things.
Yes, that's why we're coming to you now. Yes. Because we want to let you know that we have satellites now. There's going to be different ways to be able to get information without having to go to these stores that are closed, or that you can catch a virus, or you have to stay 6 feet away. You don't have to stay 6 feet away from our camera or from our show.
And you know, and that's the great thing about it, is that what we're building right now is like our own psychic network. I have my host of the TV show right now, Jessica Bell. She's a great psychic. She does pendulum work. She does all of these things. And now I have you coming in and giving it's like I have like one of those news channels where that expert opinion comes as old school, and they give you like the plants of the day and the zodiac and everything, and then they add that into it, because I feel that in the spiritual world, you have to be able to encompass many things, and you can't have it. That is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring people to us. I'm trying to get people to open up, not just about the spiritual side.
Well, they are, Gwen. Yes. They are, Gwen, now, because everybody's having to rely on the internet to get the things that they need, their groceries, their food, and also now their belief system and their spirituality. They can't go to the source because they're closed. They can't get advice, and even if they go to the stores, they're not going to get the wisdom that they're going to get from you and your satellites and your different people, and they're not going to get a reading from me over there, and you know, at those stores. It's going to open up a whole new world for everyone.
And
that
that's,
you're going to make it
doing, and that's what I'm trying to do. And that's why I'm happy that my audience and my people and all our fans and the people that support us, to let them see the ever changing of what's going on with Stone Paranormal, because Stone as a teaching collective started like 15 years ago. And Joey, you were there for the first one, and you had an offshoot of it that went off and everything. And Stone for Spiritual Teachings on Natural Eclecticism.
And we're giving tremendous offering here to take advantage of, because now is the time to start getting your information and getting your classes and speaking with people that really know what the heck they're doing as far as magic wise.
Because people need help now.
That's right.
People need readings.
And they
people
can't get
are
it.
lost, and a lot of people go out
Churches
there.
are closed.
They're closed. So people are going to their I shouldn't say alternative belief system, because our belief system was there first.
Yeah.
Okay, everything else was derivative
taken from
taken from what it is that we truly
just
believe
like Father's
in.
Day was on the summer solstice.
Yes. And you know what? And we look at these things, they say Yule and all these things and Christmas and all them things do not even coincide together, but they took from our belief systems and they created their own belief system, and that's what's mainstream. But what I'm trying to bring forth to the world now is that, yes, we have our paranormal show. We go out there, we chase the paranormal, the ghosts, the poltergeists, and all them things. Matter of fact, the house that I'm sitting in right now is haunted as hell. 2 people that died over here of overdoses and everything. I mean, I felt stuff on my feet around here, and then Joey just to tell me, oh, this is where the person died. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? I take pictures in here, and it's like clouds of mist, and all these things are just sitting there. This is a magical house, okay? We are not just living this way.
It's something that people seek to have.
If you go to
you'll never get the knowledge of how to build a house like this, and it won't happen overnight. I have to tell you,
you'll have time.
It took Gwen 23 years to get to where she is. It took me about 35 years to get where I am. So it doesn't happen overnight, and you don't get your magical tools right away. You let them come in time. A lot of them will probably be gifts from people.
And just like my friend Jessica Bell, my co-host that normally that you guys see all the time, her house is the same way. And you're going to be seeing that soon too, because we're getting ready to do a paranormal investigation in Jessica haunted ass house up in Ogden. So y'all better get ready for that. And you know what you're going to see in all of the dang things is that each and everybody's house that is spiritual, they have these different character boards. They have different altars. They have different things that mean different things.
Yeah, a true magical person doesn't have one altar or one book of shadows. No, they have several, and for different reasons.
Yep.
And just like you have different rooms in your house to do different things.
Yep.
You have your kitchen to cook food. You have your living room to relax and to watch your programs and do whatever you want to do. And then you have your bedroom with we know what happens in there. So. It's magic is the same way, and it has different paths and different ways to record it, and we can show you how to do that. And also, you might even be able in the future to be able to purchase class videos from Gwen, from some of her satellites and herself, and which will be nice to get your own personal video of a ritual with me or a ritual with her friend. Or any of the other satellites that she has, or herself as well.
And so you know what, everybody, right now we're going to take a little commercial break, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to be here with my best. Okay, I mean, this to me is like ultimate. Like, I've interviewed some really great people in my life, but this one hits me so close to home. And we're going to come back in a little while, and I'm going to continue my interview with Joey Lacherie, and we're going to talk about Urth Sensations, and we're going to talk about him, coming onto the team, and we're going to talk a little bit more about you guys that you don't even know. I'm going to start kitchen witchcraft, okay? You got to hear about it, and you got to learn about it. And we'll be back. Peace. Hi everybody, we're back here with Stone Paranormal Spirits Talks with Joey Lacherie from Urth Sensations, the newest member onto my cast of things and my craziness here with Guerrilla Mafia Media International LLC, and we're getting ready to put his show into production, And you know what, and he's going to be working, you know, with Stone, because you know what, this is one of the first founders that when Stone first came in, when we were a teaching collective. And it's funny how we all do a full circle right now, and then we all end up that this is where we're supposed to be, this is what we're supposed to do. I can't wait to introduce you to, you know, it's like I tell people, the East meeting my friends in Utah, you know, from that transition and stuff. Everybody is starting to come out the woodwork, you know. God.
Well, now with the technology we have, we can introduce each other very easily. I mean, and we don't even have to leave our homes. We can be there for you.
Yes, man. And so you know what? The one thing that you know what I do want to talk about is that you know what, and make sure that we talk about this thing, because I know that this is something that you are very much into, and this is what you taught me, and this is why I got so many herbs now and so many crystals now and so much. Oh my God, dude, you guys.
And a tea shop.
Yes. You know, that's why I'm selling teas, that's why I'm herbs, I'm doing all this stuff. Okay, this man right here opened up Pandora's box. So Joey, you know, tell people a little bit about kitchen witchery.
Well, when kitchen witchcraft basically is just like normal witchcraft too. It's just a matter of you're putting ingredients together to make a meal. Simple spaghetti sauce is an old-fashioned love spell, believe it or not. Think of all the seasonings you put in it. The Italian seasonings are all love seasonings. Tomato sauce is red, and spaghetti is phallic, or ziti is phallic, and any type of pasta too. But lasagna is a dish that's for the family, and it's a family spell too. All the ingredients, the milk, which is mother's milk, nurturing, all the red sauce, which is love, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, which is a little bit of phallic activity there, little seed stuff. There's also other recipes from all kinds of countries, and I worked in many different restaurants in my past, and I know a lot about culinary. But I also added it into my craft right when I first started with magic. And in fact, my stove was my altar when I first started out.
For the longest time. Oh my God. Dude.
But now you've seen what it's built to.
And that's what the beautiful thing about it is. That's why I wanted to talk a little bit about that, because that's where it all started.
Look at that, lessons on that if they stay here.
Yes. So, you know, there's many more things that are getting ready to come. Like I said, you know, Stone Paranormal, Stone Spirit Sessions. We got the school that's going on. We got a lot of things that we're getting ready to offer on our website at Guerrilla Mafia Media, or G.M.E. Media, LLC.com. You know, don't worry about it. I'll leave all the links and all the things to find us on YouTube, Amazon Prime, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. You know, we're pretty much on every social, you know, platform that there is. But I really wanted to give everybody a little taste of what is going on here. And we came to Lakeland. I went to where it started. I got a little secret for you guys. We got a Stone Paranormal Historic Sites with Haunted St. Augustine. So look for it out for that. And tomorrow I'm going to do filming of Casadega, Florida. Let you guys know a little bit about that encampment, then how it started and how it got there. And you know what? For all the people that can't travel and can't come down here, that's why we're getting ready to put everything to video. You'll be able to purchase it on our websites. You'll be able to, you know, view it and all that stuff. All of that's getting ready to come soon. But for right now, you can go and check us out on YouTube at Guerrilla Mafia Media, LLC. And you know what? And with Joey, you got to get ready for Urth Sensations, okay? So we're going to be putting out his information for his Instagram. He's going to be on our YouTube site with Guerrilla Mafia. He's coming in to Guerrilla Mafia Media. You know what? A new show that is coming, so that's going to make 7 shows that I'm producing right now.
And don't forget, I'm going to be doing the different sabbots.
Yes.
The next one I'm going to do is Lamas. And it's, of course, you can view it. Gwen will set it up, and you can view it and attend a ritual without having to leave your home as well now. For all those shut-in people and those people we're giving to you, a chance to have your paganism and to have your spiritualities. Hell, if the Christians can do it with Tammy Faye, then we can do it too.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you, just like this, solitary practitioners, meaning that you don't have to be a witch,
Or
you don't have to
identified.
be a new ager, you don't have to be voodoo, you don't have to be Wiccan. It is the point being is that we're all spiritual people, and I'm giving an avenue that everybody can come together and they can meet or they can learn and get it from professional people that have lived this, okay? And that's
Yeah.
why I try
Yeah.
to give everybody that idea and let them take a little tour of your house and see how witches live. Wait till I go to Jessica Bell's house in Ogden. They're going to see another similar pattern. They're going to see that we're all the same, but we just believe. We all have our different ways of believing it. And right now, people, I'm offering you years upon years of occult, demonology, all Wicca, voodoo, Santeria, necromancy,
Medium
Necronomicon,
work.
all of this, mediums. There's just so much. The
Ghost-
list could just go on.
We could also do sessions for people that
Thank
want
you.
that want to talk to their dead relatives, their dead husband or brother, son, cousin, aunt, uncle. We can actually sit there online and do a seance with
And
you.
people sit there and you're wondering,
And
well, how is that
actually
personal?
contact the spirits, because we are true mediums, and true mediums don't need to be in the same room with the other person. All we have to do is be connected to
Energy is energy, and the energy, just like the ley lines, can be transferred through the wires.
The whole
and all-
world.
And people can be right there, and you can be right there and experience the energy. And I feel that that kind of unification should be spread out more, that people should think, okay, if I can't go to my church, or I can't go to my temple, or I can't go, well, then you know what, we can meet together online, and we can still pray, and we can still come together. We can still have our classes on crystals. We can learn about the paranormal. We can learn about the equipment. We can learn about all these things. There's so much that is inclusive into the paranormal that is spiritual. That's what I'm trying to bring forth out here to everybody here.
Yeah,
That's why I have
and one thing I
spiritual-
want to say is you don't go out to bust the ghost and aggravate them. And I have to tell you, the people who watching the Ghost Channel, that's not, I don't agree with some of those programs that are on there, because all they do is aggravate the ghost. And I'm not surprised that they get attacked, because if I was a ghost and you were treating me like that, I'd attack you too. So don't go out there and start attacking ghosts without a professional.
Oh my God, I've been preaching that since the beginning, and I'm glad somebody else came and do it. Don't go out there messing with something if you don't know nothing about it. And henceforth, on my ending note here on tonight, and here with Joey and here at his house, and you know what, and look forward, you're going to be seeing more to him. And now you understand why we have so many pathways and so many things that are going out there, because you know what, knowledge is power, but wisdom will save your life. And so I want to thank you for being here on this special episode here in Lakeland, Florida. That's where we're at right now. We're close to Disney, all that stuff, and if you go up the street, you'll be next to Tampa, all that good stuff that's going on. So we're like in the in-between right now. And I want to thank you guys for being here for episode 3. Soon it'll be loaded up on YouTube. You'll be able to see it. Then I'll be putting everything together, and it's going to be on Amazon Prime, United Kingdom. So we're trying
And
to
don't
take
forget,
over.
you can buy the videos.
You can get the videos off our websites. That's on the way too. So I want to thank you guys, and we're going to leave all the links, all the bios, everything inside of our, for you guys to be able to do, where you can see us, you can find us. There's only so many times I can sit there and say Instagram, YouTube, Amazon Prime. If you don't know, then you already know. It's going to be at all of our profiles.
If they missed the program, then they can always order a DVD from that
Yes.
past program, and then they can have it for good and share it with their family
Because
and
some people
friends.
still like to buy DVDs, okay? You never know.
Well, it's very, very important sometimes. To have that to go to. Who knows if the grid goes down and you have power enough to just watch your program, you can watch your rituals or rewatch a class. A lot of times you go to classes and you pay for classes and you write things down in a notebook, but they never ever give you a video of the class. This you'll get a video of whatever's the class, whatever the location that she's at. Maybe you want to do some more research, because things will show up in the video with us. I will guarantee you that there will be, probably even in this video, you might see a few shadows and a few spirits.
Because that's just the way we roll, people. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you for being here with Stone Paranormal Spirit Sessions here in Lakeland, Florida, with my good friend and my brother, my mentor, Okay, this man has been in the game for a very long time. Okay, close as long as I've been living. He's been practicing, okay? He's for all social issues, social rights. He's, you know, it's just that it's just so much more to him. And yeah, I just can't wait for the world in order to be able to see him and see what kind of led me to my madness and that I am right now. So I want to thank you. You know what? I always say it. You can find us on Instagram, Stone Paranormal. You can find us on Facebook, Stone Paranormal Community, Stone Paranormal Worldwide. You can like the page. You can go and you can find us on Amazon Prime, Stone Paranormal. We got many episodes on that. You can go to YouTube, Gorilla Mafia Media LLC, and we got everything in a pretty little package for you in all the seasons and uploaded for your pleasure. Ha! Okay, check. That's real talk right there. So you guys check us out. As always, you know I got something else up my sleeve. I got another big announcement that's going to be coming for Spirit Sessions. Me and Jessica, we're gonna handle this out. And I love you guys, and we'll check you guys out later. And peace.
Love and light.
Love and light.
Goddess, weave your circle tight. Weave a web of rainbow light. Earth and air and fire and water binds us to thee.